Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shreds, and today, as you can see by the title and probably the screen right now, we're going to be playing a game called Inscryption. Now, I will say, I gave this game a little bit of a run through real quick just to see if I liked it, see if it was, worth making a video on, and then I'm gonna be honest, I might have played it for a little bit longer than I was supposed to make a video on it. I got through a good portion of the first part of the game, but once I remembered that I was going to be making a video on it, I stopped playing. I didn't want to get too far. So there is things that I've already done, there's things that I've already seen, but I'm nowhere near seen everything. So I wanted to get into this, and I will obviously let you guys know when we're at the parts that I haven't seen yet. So yeah, we'll get into this. We'll see how it goes, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go. Let's jump straight in. Now, for those of you who don't know what this game is, it is basically a open world card adventure game. Survival, kind of. Surviving basically trying to win. But this right here, to my knowledge, I didn't mean to skip that first part. This dude's name is Leshy. He is a scribe that creates cards. So yes, let's get straight into it. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Yeah, right here, you're basically showing us how the game is played. So what needs to happen is the squirrel is going to be considered a sacrifice token, because as you can see right here, everything needs blood to be played. And the way you get blood, yeah, you gotta kill something. So, we killed the squirrel, but now we play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom, yeah, it's basically just saying, and this number is attack power, and this number obviously health. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If you couldn't understand how that worked. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. Also, if you could not understand how that works, it's your turn again. You may draw a deck, or you may draw a squirrel. Which right here, like I said, I've already seen this. This is going to be a river snapper, which sucks. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a squirrel. I'm going to play this here. We're just going to get the tutorial over with. And yeah, that's about that. That's another river snapper. Okay. You know you can play more than 1 card. Pass. And just gonna grab a squirrel. And bam, 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 and shabam. Easy. You've won this match. They won't be all. I didn't see that. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Alright, so right here, this is going to let us pick some cards for our deck, because right now, as you guys saw from the first battle, our deck is kind of lackluster. The Caustic Adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The Undying Cat. Sacrificing this poor beast does not kill it. I'm gonna be honest, when I was doing my playthrough of this first part, the cat is the way to go. You cannot get better than the cat. And it so I'm gonna be honest, and the reason is because every turn you have a option to decide to either draw from your deck or draw a squirrel, because you need the squirrel for a sacrifice. But the cat you never have to draw a squirrel. You can always just draw straight from your deck, and the cat is a infinite source of sacrifice. It's so good. It is so good. Another creature joined your caravan. Some of the creatures in the forest seem willing to follow you. And let them follow. You came across an abandoned sack. A squirrel in a bottle, break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement allows you to tip the scales with it. This is as much as you can carry. Alright, so we're gonna come on our first actual battle. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it. Maybe. You'll help me? Play along for now. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Alright, so he's got a cub. I'll let you guys see as so this symbol, anything that has this symbol has the chance of, or not, it's not a chance, it's guaranteed, but after a turn it will turn into a stronger animal. So that's something to be wary about. This is going to turn into a stronger animal, but because the boulder's in the way, I don't really have to worry about it doing anything to me. So my play is I'm going to play the squirrel to get the cat on the board, and then I'm going to play the cat so I can just play the stoat. That's going to automatically start letting me do damage, because there's nothing here that's going to be able to take the damage for it. And yeah, my boulder is just going to absorb the hits from the cub for right now, so that's fine. Mine, the ambitious wolf cub, it ages swiftly. And we'll go ahead and draw from my deck. Get a wolf, that's pretty good. I could sacrifice the stoat for the wolf. How much health do you have? You have 1 health. No, let's hold off. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do 2 damage, that's fine. So it doesn't even hurt my creature yet. So since he has a flying sigil right here, he doesn't actually hurt my creature. He's gonna hit me directly. He's gonna fly right over the creature and do all his damage to me, which is fine. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a squirrel, put the squirrel here. I'm going to sacrifice the cat and the squirrel. Put my wolf. Actually, let's hold on. Let's hold off. Oh wait, I can't. I already sacrificed. Shoot. That's fine. So we'll break this stump. His wolf will break the boulder. I can't remember. Do I hurt the bat or not? I can't remember if I can hit flying creature. I think I do. I think I'll kill the bat. I'll break the boulder. I'll break the stump. He'll break the boulder. So yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all right. So we're good. Get this. What's this? Another wolf. That's what we can do. We can kill the cat. We can kill the stoat. Play 2 wolves. This will be 6 damage compared to his 3. And that should be a win anyways. I won't even take a hit from his wolf. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloody terrain. So we can pick some more cards. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. The meek sparrow, inexpensive and feeble flying creature. So I'm gonna be honest, I am not a fan of the flying creatures. They're good. Do I want to try it? I haven't used them. Like I said, I haven't done much in this game. Do I try it or do I just go with the wolf? I stuck with the wolves a lot when I was doing my run through of this to see if I like the game. I'll try it. I'll try the flying creatures. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if that's a bad decision. I don't know. We'll see. So this is gonna let me use one of the sigils on one card, like the flying sigil or the undying sigil, and put it onto another card. A strategy that I ran into while I was playing this game was I can put the undying symbol from the cat onto something like, could do the stoat, have an unkillable stoat. But what if I had an unkillable sparrow that flies? No, stoat has more health. Yeah, stoat has more health. Just in case it gets attacked, it'll be good. So yeah, unkillable stoat will be good. And now we're gonna go into another fight. This one's gonna have a little challenge. He's gonna have flying wolves. Okay. He's clearly insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me on the board to watch me suffer. Alright, cool. Alright, so he's got a flying coyote. This is gonna fly, do direct damage. So this, I mean, this is 4 damage, no matter what. I'm gonna get the scroll on the board. I'm gonna get the stoat up here. They're not gonna be able to hit the stoat because they're gonna be flying over and hitting me. So that's fine. I can take out the coyote pretty quickly. Do that, put the stoat there, and then I'll draw a squirrel on the next turn to be able to take out the bat. So we'll do this. I should live a hit. I'll do 1 damage. He'll do 4. I'll be fine. I'll be fine for 1 turn. The totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Yep, there's 4 damage, right? That's fine. I can't let that happen twice, but 1 hit ain't gonna hurt me. Put the squirrel there. Do this, that. He doesn't have anything coming down, so I can kill both of these in 1 turn. Alright, now he has a coyote, a wolf cub coming, which will do 1 damage. Let's turn to a wolf. That'll do 3. I have a river snapper, so best play here, I can get a squirrel, put that there, play the river snapper here. It has 6 hearts, so it's going to absorb a lot of the damage. We'll do that. You're 3 damage away from winning. Alright, 2 scales. Let's go ahead and get a card, another wolf. But honestly, this should be enough to win right here. Yeah, there we go. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. Alright, let's go for some cards. Another wolf. Another undying cat. A conniving raven. A blight upon the skies. You know what I could do? Okay, so... So I don't want it to be on the raven. Okay, so I saw there was a... I'm gonna take the raven, and I'm gonna say why, because I saw this. And so this has a chance to either power up some of the creature's damage or health. I'm not gonna do that. I saw this. I want to go for this because if I take the raven, actually I don't even have to. I can keep the raven because the raven actually is better. So I'll take the sparrow, and then I can't do it. What if I do the raven? Can I do it now? No. I was hoping to put it on the stoat. Then I have a flying stoat that will always do damage. Even if he has something in play. Also is unkillable. I mean, the whole point of the stoat is to stay away from anything that can kill it, so I guess that would kind of defeat the purpose. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do Sparrow, and let's just make a flying wolf. Yeah, not the best. Definitely could have been better, but I mean that's 3 damage that can always be dealt straight to him, so it's not the worst. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I'll tear you to shreds. Nothing. Alright. He's got a flying creature and a grizzly. The grizzly, honestly, that's priority number 1. That's just too much damage to let off the board. We'll play squirrel here. You can't hit my stoat, so we'll play that there. I want to get the river snapper down on that grizzly, but that's all I can do for now. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I gotta take a squirrel so I can get my river snapper down. It's only gonna put him down to 5, but I can get him down to 4 before my river snapper dies. It's gonna take 2 turns to kill that. Okay. I won't be able to do damage this turn. I think I die. Because you're gonna do damage over. Okay, let me pull a tooth. Tip the scales a little in my favor. I didn't think you'd really do it. Yeah, I do a lot to win. Okay, so this should let me survive this hit. And now we're kind of in a problem. Okay, so I'll kill you this turn, but there's just no way. There's no way. Yeah, I think he's got me here. I don't know, like, I think this is one of the ones that I'm supposed, because I don't have the candle yet, so I think this is just one of the ones that I'm supposed to die, but I just wanted to see if I could. I don't think there's a way I could have beaten that. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Alright, so right here, I know. There we go. Touch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. So when he lets us roam around like this is when we can solve a bunch of puzzles. That was too close for my comfort. And I know I have not solved everything in this cabin. I know I haven't. But right now, I'm just gonna follow this and just play the game right now. We'll solve a lot of the puzzles later. Let me explain something to you. That was the one of 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? Alright, so now we can choose cards. This is gonna give me a chance to power up. This is gonna give me some items. Which items might be useful? I think I'm gonna go for the power up. Raven, bullfrog with flying defense, with a porcupine. So the porcupine will let. Basically, what's gonna happen is, you know, if it hits it, if something hits the porcupine will do damage back to it. So I think I go bullfrog here. I think I go try to get some flying shield for the flying creatures. Power up a creature here. I just gotta do 1 extra damage. That's good. Come warm one of your creatures by the fire. One said. Warming by the fire that will enhance its power, said another. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll make the stoat stronger, because then it's going to be an undying stoat that I use to sacrifice It's gonna do 2 damage instead of 1. I feel like this is the best play I can make here. Fire 1 before Stow, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gashed their teeth and gnashed. Without a word, you pulled the Stoat away from the fire and left. Yeah, so I think that's the best play I can make. Now we're gonna go against what would be the first boss. Which I don't know. Let's see. We'll have to find out. Alright, the trees seem to close in around you as you chill most descended. In the distance, you can hear the clinking of metal on the stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Yo, it was the prospector. Don't judge me. Alright. So what you got? You got the pack mule and the coyote. Alright, so I'm gonna play squirrel. Alright, so the pack mule doesn't do damage. The pack mule is just gonna move around the board. So I don't have to worry about the pack mule. I have to worry about the coyote. But I want to see if I can do as much damage to the pack mule as I can before I kill the coyote. Because as soon as I kill the coyote, that's going to allow the pack mule to start moving, which I don't want. So I'm going to do... I can't really do much. I haven't got a bad starting hand and try to do this play. So okay, I'm going to play this bullfrog. No. Actually, no. What I can do is I can get a squirrel, put that there, get a raven on the board, and that will go. Oh wait, no. Now that was a misplay and a half. And now the raven is just gonna attack directly. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was a misplay. The raven's not even gonna attack the mule. Shoot. Alright, what else can we get? Wolf, alright. So this is fine. We're just gonna trade off with the coyote for this one turn. He's gonna do 2 more. Okay, the second coyote, which is fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to get a squirrel. Going to play the squirrel here. I need to get rid of one of the coyotes because they're doing more damage than I'm doing, so that's not great. So we'll play the bullfrog on top of this, kill this coyote, and we'll go from there. I want to hit the mule. Do I sacrifice? No, I feel like that would be a misplay. Alright, let's let. You're gonna do 2. You're gonna kill my bullfrog. I think my best bet is to kill this coyote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... let's let this turn play out. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to draw a squirrel. Play a squirrel for that. Play the stoat here. Stoat will kill that. Best bet is to, alright, sacrifice you, do that, and alright, get this, it's another wolf, that should be the, yeah, that's the flying wolf, okay, so I'm gonna do 3 damage, Alright, I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna do 2 damage. He's gonna do 2 damage. That does no damage, so we'll draw even on this, so I'll survive. That's Pac-No dead, which is really good. Dang, nabbit my mule! Alright, that's fine. Trade damage. Draw a squirrel. Card, or not. Skunk's alright. Another wolf, another undying cat, and another wolf. Alright, so 2. Not much there. Alright. I forgot the mule does that. I forgot the mule does that. Yeah, okay, well, as you guys can see, I haven't played it that much, because, yeah, I could have won that easily. I had that right there. I just needed to get past that part, and then I've been fine. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. You can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Well, obviously the best one would be the Bullfrog, but it costs 1. Another. This time I will use the power and health. I mean, if I could choose like the power from you, but then the health from you, that'd be good. 2 power, 6 health. Yeah, we'll just do the Raven. 2 power, 3 health. I just made a cheap Raven. I'm just gonna. This is a cheap Raven. Yeah, we're just gonna call this cheap bird. That's not how you spell that. Cheap bird. Bird. Why does it keep putting you? But thank you. Bird. Cheap bird. This is now but one final matter. The portrait. Please. No. Okay. Yeah, that was a terrible way to end that run. All right, so this is Inscryption. To me, it is a fun game. It seemed really fun. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys want to stick around and watch me play this and enjoy it. And if you do, well then, show some support, and I'll keep bringing out the videos, and hopefully this will become a nice series for you guys to watch. But until next time, I am Shreds, and I will see you guys later.